doing today? Welcome to our Lily Talk Shows. As you can tell, I am tired. I don't think I have my makeup on. I just have my lipstick on. It's a tiring day, but I have a topic for you. I am not mad, but I am done. Not mad. Let me ask you. Have you have you ever just be done? You're not angry, like something's happened to you or something's been happening to you. You're tired of talking, you're tired of saying, um, you're tired of explaining yourself, you know? You're just done. You're not revenging, you're not trying to revenge or do anything. You're just done. Have you ever reached that stage? That's where I am right now. I am not mad. Believe it or not, I'm not mad, but I am just done. I don't hate, you know, just peace. I am done. I am done. I am done explaining myself. I am exhausted. This is a feeling that many people have. So if you're that is your feeling today, this is if you're watching this, if that's how you're feeling, this is your talk show. This is your podcast today. You're done. You're done explaining. You're done. You're exhausted. You're not trying to revenge. You're not trying to. You just want your peace. You just want to step away from it. Now, there's so many situations that I've spent either with family, even with friends, even with former spouses. I have I reach a point, there's a saying that says in African saying that saying, when the shoe hurts you enough, you will be able to leave. Like in domestic violence situations, there's sometimes women are completely done. They're done. They don't want revenge. And you have to be careful because when a woman is done, sometimes they go into depression. Sometimes they just shut down. But me, I'm not shutting down. I'm not depressed. I'm just done. I'm just done. If you're in that situation, if you're tired of explaining yourself, if you're tired of fighting, when you stop fighting for people to understand your worth, you're not giving up. You're just done. And when you're done, some people will think you're angry. No, you're not angry. You're just done. You're tired of talking. You're tired of explaining yourself. You're just tired. You're just done. That feeling, when you've given your best. That's how I am. When you've given your best, you've given your time, your patience. You've given your patience, and somehow it's not enough, and you're just tired. You don't want to explain no more. You don't want to give it anymore. It's not because you're angry. You just want to be done. I just want to leave it alone. I'm exhausted. That's what you're telling people when you say you're done. My husband has a something that he always tells me. We can be talking and I can be arguing about something, and then he'll say, "We're done. We're done." When he says that, I know he's done. It's not he's angry. He just doesn't want to explain himself. He's not mad. He's just, we gotta we're gonna cut it out. So you show up for people who forget you exist. When it's your turn to need them, you answer calls at midnight, you support dreams that don't include you, and still they make you feel like you're asking for too much. That's when you feel, you decide you are done. There comes a point in your life when your heart just says it's enough. Have you reached that point where your heart just says it's enough? You're not gonna be shouting, you're not trying to revenge. You just silence, because silence can be the loudest answer. And sometimes it is better to be quiet. You know, there are people who like a lot of noise. And those people, when you tell them it's enough, they don't even get it. But sometimes when somebody's quiet with you, and sometimes somebody is just keeping away from you, it's not because they're mad at you. They're just done. And you too, you reach that point. You can't be used all the time. You can't be kind all the time and you don't get a reciprocation. You just, you're just done. You just don't want to do it no more. It's not because you're angry, it's just because you're done. I'm not angry. I've just learned that some people only value when they need something. So I'm done. I've realized, thank you for opening my eyes. I'm done. I've learned that being used is not the same as being loved. So have you, a lot of people mistake kindness for love. So thank you, Anthony. Kindness for love. You can be done. You can let it go. When you finally stop chasing people to treat you right, that's not bitterness. How can that be bitterness? That's self-respect. You're done. You're done explaining. You're done trying to follow people. You're done trying to call them. You're done looking for people. You're done saying help. You're just done. You're not angry. But people will still mistake that for anger. When you stop explaining yourself to people who don't listen, that's peace. They don't know that's peace. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I'm a new YouTuber, please. So this episode is for anyone who feels drained, who feels drained from giving too much. A lot of people give too much and they think it's good for you. When you give too much, you're not cold when you let go. You're not cold. You're not heartless. You're healing. When you're done, you're healing. You're not heartless. You're not being mean. That's what you'll be called. You will be called mean when you stop, when you say no. Many people will call you mean when you say no. So take a breath. You're allowed to walk away without guilt. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to protect your peace. Protect your peace. So today, just remember that there's a beauty that comes in saying no. So you're done. You're not angry. Tell them you're not angry. Don't even explain yourself. You've given yourself. You've given everything. And you're not angry. You're just done. Let them not mistake that. You're just done. You've given everything. And so thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to come and tell you that do not get used. You do not have to explain yourself all the time. You do not need to say sorry. You do not explain why you're leaving, why you're exiting, why you're not calling back. You tell them, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. And that's a wrap. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Share my video if you've not shared. I'm a new YouTuber. As you can tell, I only have like 100 subscribers. But we are going to be talking. We are going to be motivating ourselves. We are going to be encouraging ourselves. We are going to be, so be okay to walk away. Be okay to say you're done. Be okay without guilt. Because some things, no matter how much you explain, some things, no matter how much you give into, there's some people, no matter how much you give, how much you talk, how much they've already made up their mind, and they will continue. So it's up to you to say, I'm done. It's over with. It's a wrap. I'm out of here. I don't, if they say, just put your hands up and say, I'm done. You are done today. You are done. You're done explaining yourself. That's it. You're not angry. And they'll nickname you angry black woman, angry white boy, every white girl, they'll name you anything. They'll call you anything. But don't worry about it. Just shh. Walk away and just say, It's a wrap. I'm done. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. A rule made to be broken. You guys have a good day.